Welcome, welcome, team. This is Team Genesis webinar we do every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're so glad that you took the time out to be with us tonight. So without further ado, my name is Todd Dalton, and I'm extremely excited to be here to hear the content that's going to be on this call tonight. So we ask you to think is to put it in ink, get something to write with and get something to write on, because you don't want to miss this information that's going to be brought before you tonight by our fearless leader and our special guest. And so with that being said, let me step out of the way and tell you about this great leader that's coming before you tonight. She's an humble person. She's got a lot of accolades in the industry. But what I like to say is she's just a down-to-earth person. She's a great wife. She's a great mom. She's a great leader. She's my sponsor. She's got so many accolades in the industry, but she doesn't let that go to her head. She's here for you and I. And the reason that I'm here, and many of you, is because of her vision and sharing this business opportunity. And so she's going to do that same thing tonight. So I encourage you to listen to every word that she has to say. She doesn't have a heart of gold. She has a heart of platinum. So what I like to do is step out of the way, introduce our great fearless leader, 100K Executive Vice President, Leadership Council member here at CTFO, Miss Janet Larson-Meyer. If you're there, Janet, take it over.
I am, Todd. Thank you so much for that warm introduction. I so appreciate that. And wife and mom and grandma and business builder I am. So thank you so much, my wonderful business partner. And thank you for being with us tonight on this webinar. We have a very special presentation in store for you tonight. We heard your request about wanting to know more about our products. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to deliver. I'm going to take just a few minutes to outline for our guests what makes CTFO the best business opportunity anywhere. No doubt that's a bold statement, but I'm going to spend a few minutes with you tonight helping you see what I see and hundreds of thousands of associates see here. Hopefully you'll get it, and at the conclusion of this webinar tonight, you'll enroll with us and become one of the newest members to our CTFO family. Don't waste one more minute on the sidelines from the outside looking in. 750 to 1,250 associates are saying yes every single day to CTFO. Let's break this program down into its key components tonight. First, we're obviously a network marketing program, so you get all the benefits that go along with that. What is that? Well, you can work from home or wherever you want, whenever you want, and in a way that feels right to you, and collaborate with the people you enjoy working with. If you're like me, you make a terrible employee. I don't like people boxing me in, telling me what I need to do, how I need to dress, and helping them achieve and satisfy their goals. I don't like to account to people, and I don't like working with people I don't want to work with. I hate all of those things. But how many of us have the financial means to walk away from our job and be what you and I know we want to be, an entrepreneur? Well, tonight you can have it all. You can become an international business owner, get to work building your health, building your wealth, and building your dreams. You can do it for free, absolutely free, with no risk to you whatsoever. Perfect, right? I want to quickly touch on a few other components that make this a winning program before we move on with our interview. First, let's touch on our owners. Steve Finger, and Michael Kahn are all experienced in the field, and they're experienced and successful previous MLM owners. They have impeccable reputations in our industry, and the beautiful thing is, here in the field of CTFO, these men have demonstrated to us that they're going to do the right thing when the right thing is easy to do and when the right thing isn't so easy to do. Our company, Changing the Future Outcome, CTFO, is 3.5 years old. We're debt-free, and today we're currently moving over $1.5 million in product sales each and every month. That's quite a lofty goal that we've achieved in just the 10 months since we went through our relaunch. We have a hybrid compensation plan. We describe it as totally unique. You've never seen anything like it, and it was designed with everyone in mind. This compensation plan gives everybody a chance to earn a check, and thousands of associates are earning a check every week, growing. Certainly, that's how this industry usually promotes companies pay out their field, but seldom does it ever prove out to be the case. We have ongoing training and support to suit your schedule and your style of doing business. You can join us individually and learn by yourself, and we encourage you to drive your team of associates to these forums so that you can learn together and that we can help you grow your team into greatness for our mutual benefit. Timing, we talk about timing. People say you can't outwork or out-talent a bad timing decision as you migrate into a network marketing program. According to Forbes, AARP says half of new retirees, baby boomers if you will, that's 76 million people, will be looking for a new business to get some additional money coming in the door to help improve their retirement picture. And these people that were interviewed expressed that they would like to be connected to like-minded people, and they like the idea of serving a cause and serving others. Does that sound like any business that you and I know? Forbes also predicts that the CBD industry is expected to grow by 700% by the year 2020. So your timing couldn't be better. The market is exploding for the type of products we offer, and ours are best in class. And to help you learn more about these products, we've invited a special guest to be interviewed on this live Zoom webinar. Many consider her to be an expert when it comes to our high quality line of CBD products, and she's agreed to share her knowledge with us in a conversational interview that'll help you better understand what we offer so that you can be confident when you're talking to prospects about our products. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Christine Stalsberg out of Michigan. She's an executive manager here with more than 700 associates on her CTFO team. Christine, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our webinar.
Hi, Janet. Thank you so much for having me on. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you tonight.
Aren't we precious in our little pink, Christine?
And we didn't plan this.
You know, I think it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so yay for us in getting all donned in pink.
That's right.
I'm so grateful to have you here with us tonight. Take a few minutes, if you would, and tell us a little bit about your education and your certification and your work background, Christine.
Sure, be happy to. My professional work background is a licensed massage therapist, and I'm a certified clinical aromatherapist. So the chemical parts of our business are very intriguing to me, and I like to dig down deep into those things and just kind of pull out all of the wonderful qualities that they have, and to be able to explain those to folks that they can better understand them than taking them in that chemical context.
Wonderful. We appreciate your talent and your ability to delve deep into these products and share with us what we need to know tonight. Our guests and our associates always are interested in knowing how leaders found out about CTFO, because we talk about there's as many ways to promote and grow your business as there are people to think of those ways. So how did you hear about CTFO?
I actually found CTFO on a Facebook group. It was a direct sales marketing group that I had been a member of, and I just kind of saw it scrolling through, and it was like, that looks interesting. So I clicked on and signed up.
Wow, just that easy. So when you did what your enroller did and you kind of duplicated her marketing efforts, what happened to you?
It was probably one of the worst experiences that I have ever had. I was very excited about the business and building the business and the product. And I thought, okay, plastering it out here on social media has got to be the way to go. People are just going to sign up. They're going to jump in with the same excitement and enthusiasm that I have, and things are just going to explode. And that couldn't have been further from the truth.
And so you and I had a conversation, and I know you spoke with Todd also, Christine, and we kind of helped you rethink your strategy to not leave people on auto ship, but let that first enrollment process be just the beginning, the genesis before the relationship could happen. So what happened when you circled back around to those people and introduced yourself and showed them how wise you were and how you could guide them in product purchases? What change came about?
It was a huge transformational change by having that personal relationship and building that with them made all the difference in the world. I was a person on the other end of their team and not just an ID number that flashed up on their home screen when they logged into their back office. Yeah. And I was able to find out what they wanted from the business and what their expectations were and what they needed help with. And it just completely turned my business around. And I no longer do the spamming, if you will, on the social media sites. It's a relationship business, and you have to build that relationship first, and then everything else will come.
Oh, that's just music to my ears. It really isn't about us at the end of the day, is it?
Nope.
You know, you've had a lot of fun deviating from just doing Facebook group posts and Facebook advertising in general. And you've deviated and you've embraced a few other marketing strategies, and you've had fun, and you've proven these new strategies to be successful. So can you share with our viewers tonight, what other things do you do to get the CTFO message out there?
The apparel is huge. Wearing, I'm still waiting for my button that Todd has because I love that. But something that has a conversation starter on it so that people will look and what is that? You help support pain relief. You help support better restful night's sleep. What is this product that you're talking about? And then you start up a conversation with them and you can introduce it that way. I have also taken postcards that Anna Marie has done up for us and our brochures, and I stick them in every guest check that I get at a restaurant. Any place that I'm at, I leave them behind, and they have been conversation starters. I did that the whole time at the gala in Las Vegas and actually got 2 new associates out of that. So that was pretty awesome. When I got home and saw that they had signed up and saw where their address was, I knew exactly where they had gotten the information from. So immediately followed up and contacted those folks with a phone call and an email, and it's been a great relationship.
Proof of concept, just like Libby in Oklahoma shared with us. Speaking of Las Vegas, Christine, what was your biggest takeaway from our first convention a few weeks ago?
That's an easy one. My biggest takeaway was the unsurmountable love and sense of family that came from not only the owners of the company, but our leadership team and every single associate that was in that room. It was unbelievable. We have absolutely everything that we need, and we're supported, and the rest is up to us. We've got to do the work, but everything is there. Everybody is so sharing and so loving and forthcoming with any information that they have that can help.
Right. You know, we almost brought the roof down when they launched one great product after another. And so we're going to spend a few minutes talking about some of our most popular products, and then we'll get into our brand new products if we could, Christine.
Sure.
So let's start off and let's address our foundational pure CBD products. And I want to give you the opportunity here to address our full spectrum CBD versus the isolate versus our new 10X Pure. Can you differentiate these 3 product lines for our associates on the line with us tonight?
Absolutely. We'll start with our CBD full spectrum. And by full spectrum, what we mean is it not only has the wonderful CBD oil in it, but it has other cannabinoid constituents in it. It has CBN, it has trace amounts of THC, it's got CBG, it's got CBC in it, and they all bring some additional therapeutic qualities to the CBD oil, the hemp oil that we're using it for. Our isolate product is a extracted CBD, so that's all that's coming out of the hemp plant. So it's straight 100% CBD in there. There are no other chemical constituents in that product. So it's completely THC free. And then our brand new product that I am so super excited about is the 10X Pure. And what makes it so amazing is the process that's used. It's a nano process. And without going into a huge chemical spiel on that, what I will say is we have a exclusive and a patented extraction process, for bringing the CBD oil out of the hemp plant. When they use this process, it uses oxygen to pull it out. And typically what happens is that oxygen will then start to break down the CBD oil. So that causes a problem in that process. And what we are so lucky to have is this patented exclusive process that takes that challenge out of it. And why this is so important is because it allows the CBD to become water soluble. As you all know, if you make salad dressing and you mix vinegar and oil, they don't mix. So by making our CBD oil water soluble, it allows it to be more available to our body to be able to absorb it in. Since our body's about 65 to 80% water, if we give it something that can easily absorb across all of our cellular levels, it's going to absorb in a lot faster than it will if it was just straight oil. So this product is just going to knock the socks off of anything out there, and nobody else is going to have anything that's even remotely close to it, because like I said, we have the exclusivity on this patented process, and it's going to be a game changer out there for you.
Yeah, you said what I was thinking. You know, we have a similar product as another company, and you'll never hear somebody say that the product doesn't work. What gives us the advantage over another CBD company is our compensation plan, Christine. People don't make money over there. But now we've got a new trump card, if you would, with this new 10X Pure, a standalone product exclusive to us. The developers of this great science have promised us that no other network marketing company will have this. So will people be able to get the same benefits or even greater benefits, Christine, with a lesser amount of this 10X Pure?
They should be able to. They should be able to use a significant amount less than they would. It comes in two strengths. It comes in the 500 and it comes in the 1500. So if they're currently using the 1500 milligram product, they should be able to use significantly less and be able to start out with a very small amount, just because it's going to absorb into your body at a rate of 10 times faster than the regular CBD oil does. So it's going to take a lot less of it to be able to get into your system, and it's going to get into your system a lot faster to be able to be used and be readily available.
Wow, that is so exciting, because what I found, Christine, is that so many people begin to explore CBD because they've got some significant health challenges going on, and conventional medicine and scripts have failed them, and they're losing ground on things that they're trying to overcome. So the idea that we can pile dry 1500 milligram 10X Pure CBD into their bodies for better absorption and hopefully better outcome, that just excites me no end. Ours versus theirs, it's going to be ours all day long, making a difference for people.
Absolutely. And like you said, those folks who have those significant health issues are going to see the most benefit from it, because most of them are pushing the limits with the 1500 milligram that we have now to try and get some relief and support. And I'll just quickly jump in and answer Nancy's question. She asked if that gets taken sublingually, and yes, it does. The 10X gets taken the exact same way as all of our other oils do.
And some of our people are new on board here, Christine, and they don't know the proper way to put the oil under the tongue. And I've had a chance to watch some of your videos. So can you tell people why we put it under the tongue and how we put it under the tongue, please?
Absolutely. The reason we put it under the tongue is because it's one of the most sensitive areas, and we have in our mucous membranes, we've got cells and blood cells that are very close to the surface there. So when we drop those drops underneath of our tongue, right there, and you put those 20 drops under there, and you're going to hold it under your tongue 15 to 30 seconds to allow it to absorb down in, and it's going to get into the bloodstream very, very quickly. That is the third quickest way to be able to get something into your body to be able to get it absorbed.
Wait, now I watched your video. Is the first an IV?
Yes.
Yep. And then what's number two?
Inhalation is the second best way.
Oh, okay.
Inhalation then allows it to cross the blood-brain barrier, and it hits those nerve receptors immediately. So it starts to block those pain issues and things like that. It starts to give that support a whole lot quicker.
Fascinating. Is it a good idea to take CBD on an empty stomach when you're not pile driving food in your mouth, or away from, do you allow a few minutes before you drink? Do you allow a few minutes before you brush your teeth, or is there no preference in that?
There isn't really a preference. I usually like to do it before I brush my teeth. I've forgotten sometimes and do it afterwards, and that's a really weird taste when you do that after you brush your teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people prefer to have something on their tummy. Other people don't. It's not really going to affect anything.
Yeah, I just try not to do it not right before or after mealtime, and I don't do it right. If I brush my teeth, then I let a little bit of time pass, and then I put it in there, and then I take it through the night too if I wait. But let's move on, and all that was fascinating, so thank you for sharing that with us. Let's talk about our pain creams. They're super popular. We have several in our lineup, and then we just introduced a newer high potency pain cream in Las Vegas. So can you touch on the pain creams, and most especially the 500 milligram, how they work, why they work, sublingual versus topical CBD?
Absolutely. The Deep Relief pain cream with the emu in it is fabulous. Emu cream in and of itself is very pain relief supporting. So when you add the CBD oil in it topically, it's just an amazing combination. And now we have the 500 milligram in our new products that are out. So it's going to give some really, really good and quick relief of pain and help to support that pain relief very quickly.
We had Renee, a nurse that's here at CTFO, telling us that she puts it on her head when she's got her migraines. I know other people put it on the small of their back, their knees. So are there any other creative ways to use the lotion, or is it pretty standardized? Where you have a pain, you apply the cream?
Yep. The lotions are pretty standardized. Same with the roller balls, and that's just kind of a preference. Some people don't like to rub the cream on; they'd rather have the little roller ball, and that's kind of nice because you can just kind of throw that in your purse, and you don't really have to worry about it. I keep one in my glove box in my car. I keep one in my purse. I keep one in the office, so I have anywhere. And the same thing. The nice thing with that is you can just kind of roll it on, and you don't really have to worry about rubbing it in with your hands. So I like that for that.
Okay, that's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that as a selling feature. I get into putting my fingers in there. That's just me. So with a background as a massage therapist, I imagine you're going to have some really great input for us on our new massage oil. So could you tell us what we need to know about this great product, what professionals who would want to consider adopting this into their massage practices, their therapy, and then tell us lay people who want to know how we can give our loved ones a healthy, soothing massage with CBD massage oil. What do you know about that?
The one component that I really love, I like a lot of components in it, but the one that I really love is the cinnamon leaf that's in it, because the cinnamon leaf extract is going to give a nice warming feeling to the skin. So if you've got an area that's kind of achy and not feeling really good, you get that warmth in there, the same as you would if you had like a moist towel on there. That will help to penetrate. It'll help penetrate the skin to be able to get that CBD oil down in there. And it's already in a nice blended mixture. So massage therapists out there, or physical therapists, anybody who's using some type of an anti-inflammatory or a pain support type cream is going to love this, because you don't have to mix anything up. It's already there, and you don't have to worry about shaking it up to make sure that it's mixed and mixed well. Everything's already there. So it makes a wonderful, just overall, it relaxes the muscles so much more than just a regular massage does, because it gets the CBD oil down in there to be able to help, and it finds little aches and pain places that we didn't even know we had.
That's great. And you bring up that point about it being such a strong anti-inflammatory agent. And so much of our pain stems from inflammation, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of us don't even know we have inflammation problems, but we do. I'm sure I probably have that issue along with lots of others. So I know one of the most fun products, certainly the most fun product that was introduced in Las Vegas, was gummies, and everyone in attendance got a chance. And I'll say this, the CTFO executive team somewhere found little tiny plastic baggies where you could put just exactly 2 CBDs in there as CBD gummy bears and seal it. So somewhere online, for all of you, there has to be a place to get tiny little Ziplocs baggies that hold 2 CBD gummies in it. So I love that product. It tasted great. I'm always into keeping CBD in my systems to help me feel, look, and think my best. What do we need to know about this tasty, health promoting snack?
Our gummies have, they have 600 milligrams of CBD, and in a serving, which would be 1 gummy, there's 20 milligrams per gummy. So it equivalates out somewhere between our 500 and our 700. So if you've got folks who are using either one of those, that's kind of a good gauge that you can tell them that they would be able to use a gummy in place of the 500. They might need to take 2 gummies if they're taking the 750. They are fabulous for travel. If somebody doesn't want to worry about taking liquids on the plane or in their carry-on, they can just throw some gummies in there.
Oh, that's a great idea.
They travel really well, and they're a great alternative for folks who maybe struggle or don't care for the plant or the earthy taste that our oil has, the basis.
Mm-hmm.
People struggle with that. So this is a fabulous alternative. And
Yeah.
I've got clients already, they're like, sign me up. I will take this over doing the oil, and it's just easier. They can just take a gummy or 2 gummies and be done. And it's a great way to use them for even just for ongoing health support, even for somebody who doesn't have huge issues that they're trying to deal with, to be able to keep your body in that sense of balance and homeostasis place, to be able to take them just like you would take a vitamin every day.
In your estimation, Christine, are those gummies safe for a child to take? Maybe a child who's struggling with ADHD or anxiety or, all kinds of other issues. Can a child chew 1 or 2 of those gummies safely?
I would say if a child is able to take gummy vitamins, that they should have no problem in chewing those, but would definitely, check with their physicians first to make sure it wasn't going to interfere with anything that they're taking. But yeah, absolutely.
Some of my very favorite stories that we've gathered here on these interviews have been moms just talking about the recoveries that their children have had, and they've been able to be mainstream. So that really pulls on my heart. For me, Christine, of all the products that were introduced in Las Vegas, the most exciting was the hair restoration system. And I have for quite some time said that if any company came up with a product to help people who have thinning hair regrow new hair, it would be a hit. And our owner Stu Finger said on the conference call when we returned that you could make a business for yourself on just this single system. And I know that at my age, my hair has thinned out. When I shower, I'm appalled at how much hair I put on the shower stall wall. And I'm thinking I'm not going to have much hair left here very soon. So I ordered that for myself. And I know that a lot of women share this problem of thinning hair. And I'm going to say it's even more of a man problem. So as I see it today, Christine, and I don't know what the cause is, it seems like at least half of men have thinning hair or are bald. So going all the way down into a young man in his 20s are beginning to have the receding hairline and the hair thinning out. So what do you know about this exciting 4-product system, and what can men and women look forward to as far as, I'm thinking I'm going to look like Farrah Fawcett in like 3 months. That's the goal anyway. I always wanted that mane, and I always had a ponytail that was this big around on a good hair day. So I'm thinking that's what's going to happen in 90 days. I'm not so sure, but tell us what to expect if you would, please.
Well, the first thing that you said was good, that you're giving it the 90 days, because it is a minimum of a 3-month process. So it's not the instant you're going to wash your hair twice and use the 4-step process and have a huge head of hair. What happens, and a lot of this has to do with the fact that our bodies are out of balance. If you pull a hair out by the root, the little tiny white part that's on there, in that is where all the cells that need to be stimulated for that hair follicle to grow are located. What happens if they don't get the right nutrients in there, that hair follicle will stop growing. So the signals aren't getting to it that it needs to grow. And the key component that's in our hair products is harvested from organic pea sprouts. And what it does is it stimulates those cells to send messages that it's time to grow. So that combined with the CBD oil that's in it, which is going to help keep everything balanced in our body, we now have the Anagain in there, which is the name of the product that the organic pea sprout is coming from, will help to stimulate at the very base so that things start to grow again.
Oh, that's so exciting. I can hardly stand it. I can hardly wait for mine. I know Stu Finger said from on stage at convention that he'd just been using 3 of the 4 products and had only had the opportunity to use them for 3 weeks, but he was already getting baby hair in areas where he was thinning out. So I can't wait. What happens when you shampoo and then it runs down your back? Am I going to get like a furry back, like, what is that called, Chewbacca or something? I forgot.
The next star on the next Star Wars.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a fascinating one, and I'm excited. We'll be creating a digital business card just for the hair restoration product. Christine, I want to give you an opportunity to talk about something that's very near and dear to you, and you've written a book, and I congratulate you on all the things that you have going to be able to be a published author. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your book and show us your beautiful cover?
Sure, I would love to. Thank you for the opportunity. I spent probably about 8 or 9 months developing a essential oil safe use guide. There's a lot of misinformation and bad information out there, so I wanted to give some really good information out there. So I wrote this book, Heaven Sent, and it goes over 40 some essential oils and how to use them safely. I've got over 125 recipes in here, and it should be out in print at the end of this month or the beginning of November. So it'll be available on Amazon.
Wow, that is quite an accomplishment, Christine. You know, I picked you and invited you to be our guest today because last week you kind of you stepped in for us when people had questions, especially product-centric questions, and you jumped right in and initiated replies to people to answer their questions about their products. And I've come to learn that you've done some incredible trainings where you drill down deep into some details centric to just a few products. And you've been kind enough to allow us to share that with our viewers here tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, Todd Dalton is going to put into the chat window 3 recorded trainings that Christine has done that are centric to our products, some specific products, and I encourage you to watch them. They're from maybe 7 minutes to 23 minutes in length, and every single word counts there. You'll learn a lot from them. And Christine, I hope that you'll do some more trainings for us and keep us becoming more confident and competent in representing our products so that we can really make a difference for people.
Absolutely. I would be happy to. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be here with everyone tonight.
All right. Well, next time I'm going to send you the memo on what color I'm going to wear so we can be twins again. And I am so grateful for your time. I know it's getting late in Michigan, and bless you for your contribution to our webinar tonight, Christine. And we'll look forward to getting some more valuable information from you here at CTFO.
Thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you heard what you needed to hear tonight to get unstuck and get out there and make some introductions to people who need to know what you have learned here tonight. Begin by healing yourself first, getting your firsthand testimonial. It'll be the best story that you ever gather and share. I know that my personal story of how CBD has impacted my life is going to be $1 million bestseller. And I invite you to join me at that place also. get back with the person who invited you on this webinar if you're a guest, and let us assist you in making a first practical choice on a product, get it on its way to you, let shift begin to happen, and then open your mouth and share with other people the difference that CTFO, our CBD products, and our rich, incomparable compensation plan has made in your life, so you can make a difference in the lives of others. As Christine said today, it's not all about us. We're doing it together here, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for being with us tonight. Good night, and God bless each and every one of you.